EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From Wolf Creek Golf Club in Mesquite, Nevada, opening round coverage of the Mesquite Classic. We've got a full field ready to get rolling on this Thursday as we get a look at the early leaderboard. We've got a tie at the very top at 4 under to this point. Let's head out to the course and pick things up at the par 3 15. Well, I think he'd prefer to go back and put his ball where the mark is, but no such luck. He had to watch that thing make its way back down the slope. Right, that's what you want to do. Good lag putt.
Yeah, they can't all go in.
Okay, a solid par here at the 15th. And he'll stay at -3. From a short par 3 to a short par 4. Just 393 yards here at the 16th, Frank.
And when you stand on this tee, this hole looks anything other than straight. Goes to the left and comes back to the right. But if you can just fixate at the green in the distance, you're actually going to look like a relatively straight par 4. And that's the way the hole should be played. Look at those first 2 bunkers that you see and just try and split those. Good tee shot here and nothing more than a wedge left into this green. Simplify it. That's the key.
And that one going to wind up in the bunker. Gonna have to try and give this a good thump to fly it to the hole. Okay, a good out, and that's what will remain for birdie. Oh, straight into the cup. Well done. That's a birdie here at 16. Frank, this is really a cool closing stretch here at Wolf Creek. Short par 3 15th, the short 4 at the 16th, and now the par 5 17th. You can make up some ground in a hurry as you come down the finishing stretch.
You certainly can. A good drive short of the little stream creek that runs across there, and this is doable as a 2-shotter. You find the bunkers or trouble off the tee, then obviously you're forced to lay up, leaving that 3rd shot across the water. But really a fun hole if you want to try and take that 2nd shot on.
This one starting a little left off the tee. So that ball nestles down in the rough. Just got away a little bit on that tee ball. Uh-oh, this could be trouble. Nope, that just did not look right from the start, and that ball is into the hazard. So now, with the drop taken, this is going to be his 4th shot into this par 5. With all the elements of his game have been in sync today, a terrific shot right there.
It's all about getting it inside that 3-foot circle around the hole. It was a really nice shot.
No problems there. That's a par here at 17. And he'll remain at 4 under. Now the closing hole here at Wolf Creek. Frank, what's ahead of us?
You could try and drive at this green, but there's too much trouble, really, Rich. Even though this hole is just over 300 yards, it's very ambitious to try and drive it across that water. Some might try. Most people try and hit a tee shot 240, 250 yard mark, and of course you do the maths, you're only going to have 60 or 70 yards in, and well, they want you to finish on a good note. So good drive in the fairway here, or 3-wood, pitch it on the green, make a 3, and buy your friends a drink in the clubhouse. While there's good bounces, there's bad bounces. That was a good one.
A good break got him here. Now his 2nd to the par 4. Not much to this one. It's for birdie. Yeah, it's a birdie at the last. This will be an opening round 67 on the scorecard. Well done. Final look at the opening round leaderboard. It shows our featured golfer just 2 back. EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From Mesquite, Nevada and Wolf Creek Golf Club, live 2nd round coverage of the Mesquite Classic. Things starting to slowly take shape here on this Friday. For some, it is a race for the top prize. For others, it's a fight to stick around for the weekend as we show you the leaderboard. We've got a tie at the very top at 9 under par. So let's get you out to the action on the turn as we head to the tee at the par 410. Noticeable breeze coming right to left as he eyes his 2nd. Well, had a good lie in the fairway, but couldn't do anything with it. That comes up woefully short. Yep, played that nicely. That'll work out just fine. Safely in. It's a par here at the 10th. And he's going to remain one shot off the pace.
We're here at the downhill par 3 11th hole. Frank, it's 215 yards from the back tee.
This hole certainly is not for the faint of heart. When you look at that tee shot, you think, oh my God, what do I do from here? But remind yourself, it's 215 yards and really only about 160, 170 yards to green grass again. But it's 215 yards. That should be the club that you're trying to pick. Green's big enough. Just persuade yourself that. Try not to look at the canyon and the desert. There is a green down there. The hole is playable.
Okay, safely aboard. Getting this thing rolling should not be an issue. It is a long, down the slope putt for birdie.
That's a nice lag putt. Frank, what would you focus on a long putt?
That 3-foot circle, obviously you allow yourself a little bit more the further and further away you get, but just expectations, lower them a little bit. There's certain distances, just take two.
Now to the par 5, 12, pretty big hole with a really big green.
And a really good blue area to the left, poured water there. That's to be avoided off this tee, that's for sure. A good drive that avoids all of that. And then the hole is certainly reachable, but as you can see, water creeps in again, back right on this hole. So just don't get too cavalier here. A 5 wouldn't be the worst score. I know you want better, but believe me, seen many a 6s and 7s racked up here at 12.
This one started up the right side.
Errant tee shot here, Rich, but going to have to muscle this one out of the rough.
Has to be thrilled with that second shot here to the par 5, Frank. Got everything out of that.
Yeah, did well just to advance the ball so far down the fairway. And now a fairly straightforward third shot.
This will move to his right for birdie. Okay, that'll help the cause. It's a birdie here at number 12. He's worked it to 9 under par.
Now to the 13th hole, and, I don't know, should we just fly it over the mountains, Frank?
It looks like that, but you better find dry land. 350 yards, but as the crow flies, it's probably just a little over 300 yards. I don't know if the mere mortals would really want to flash it across that desert ridge. You probably want to play a little left of it, have a little pitch up the hill, but if you're one of the longer hitters, why not just try it, see if you can make it.
No laying up with that swing. This is all or nothing. Not in the fairway, but not a real problem here at the 13th. Getting set to play his second shot. .5 feet now for birdie. Nicely done. 2 straight birdies here early on this backside. And he's into double figures now at 10 under par.
Frank, describe the layout here at the 14th hole. It's 444 yards, and what a beautiful hole.
It is, and it's a beautiful view. You see everything from the top of that tee there. It's a hole that keeps bending to the left. There's enough bunkers down the left there to actually take your eye. That's why you got to fixate on something in the distance that's a much better line than worrying about that wall of sand down the left side.
Oh, that came out funny, and it started way left.
Well, that drive was enormous. I know it's in the rough, but that is long.
So he should be able to get a full club on this, but the ball below his feet for his second. Really in control of this hole. Birdie yesterday and another opportunity on the way. Oh, how about the run here? That a 3rd consecutive birdie. And he will definitely not say no to that. So action-packed first 2 rounds, and packed leaderboard as well with our featured golfer in a share of the lead after day 2.
So we can't.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour are proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From the desert town of Mesquite, Nevada and Wolf Creek Golf Club, it's 3rd round coverage of the Mesquite Classic. Well, if yesterday was any indication, we should be in for a memorable weekend of golf here. here at the par 5 fifth hole. Maybe some frustrations taken out there after that last hole. That was a big swing, and it is going to be a big result. That is a really good shot. Only 2 on this par 5, but the work's not done yet.
I'm a tough taskmaster. If he makes the putt, or at least gets down in 2, then I'm going to congratulate him on this hole.
We turn to Nota Begay III for this look at birdie.
And so often players can focus so much on the break they forget about the slope. This has to be hit a little firmer than normal.
Finished off. It is a par here at 5, and he'll remain 1 shot back. Frank, standing on the 6th tee and looking out at this golf course, I can't help but think that if you hit it offline, you're going to be playing golf with the billy goats.
Yeah, you might actually turn into a billy goat come the end of the day, that's for sure. The huge elevation changes once again are apparent here at the 6th. Tis a dogleg to the right, not really a driver unless you want to sort of bring that creek into play or that little stream that cuts across. Second shot, a little bit uphill. Those bunkers are really where you shouldn't go. We all know that. And this green is anything other than flat. A fun-looking hole, too, and a fun hole to play. It might be in the rough, but that was absolutely crushed.
Ball sitting okay here for his second here at the 6th. Good soft hands. That is nicely done. This will slide a bit right. It's for birdie. Now, that one's going to go begging. It misses right. Frustration there. Safely in for par here at the 6th. And he'll stay at 11 under par. Well, everybody loves the short par 4. And here we have one, Frank, just 302 yards, the 7th hole.
And this hole is anything other than straightforward, Rich. Huge drop off at the front of the screen that is surrounded by water. So it's going to be a layup off the tee, really, to try and get the right yardage. This green is very, it's not very deep, but it's extremely wide. The hardest thing is to try and get a flat lie with whatever club you decide to hit off the tee and get the right yardage. Otherwise, that green actually might be a little elusive, even though this is a very short hole.
not holding back. This is a big swing. Long drive, but a bad lie. Wicked. Here at 7, this is second from off the fairway.
Rich, a little bit of grass in between ball and grooves. There's nothing going to stop that. That's out of here.
That is a FedEx special right there. Overnight air.
Now, I know that's not deliberate, but we're going to see the same shot again. Ball barely moved.
Well, that not his finest effort, and it's going to leave a very anxious putt to say bogey. Good putt there. It's a bogey 5 here at the par 4. And he's going to fall to 3 shots off the lead. Frank, the 8th here at Wolf Creek in Mesquite, Nevada is really the signature par 3, isn't it?
I'd go so far, Rich, to say this is a great par 3. Doesn't matter where it was played. The stream that sort of comes all the way down there and surrounds the left side of this green makes this hole really daunting. Logic would say if you're going to miss this green, obviously you'd miss it to the right, but it's just a beautiful hole. And then you put the fact that the canyon frames the whole hole itself. It's beautiful.
Oh, that's trouble. And that ball not wanting to cooperate, and it is into the hazard. Okay, so the drop made, and this will become his 3rd at the par 3. That's well done, though it is for bogey here at the par 3. And he's going to drop back to -9. Finishing up this front side here at the par 4 ninth, 390 yards. And what are we looking at, Frank?
Well, it looks relatively straightforward, but it's anything other than that. Decision time again. Do you lay it up into that wide area of the fairway? If you're a longer hitter and you are out here to have a little bit of fun, then maybe you want to take the head cover off because you'll get a little bit of an advantage if you can drive it over that last bunker on that right side, or at least take that out of play, because you're only going to have a short pitch in here.
This may be a touch right.
Well, that drive was enormous. I know it's in the rough, but that is long.
So now with the ball below his feet, got to be careful this doesn't go right. Okay, that's acceptable there. He has a 12-footer here. Yes, well done there. And back to even par now on the day. So for our featured golfers, some good playing and some favorable scoring conditions here on this Saturday. But they'll look up at that